with her. A deep anger welled up within him, and he was deeply troubled. Where have you put him? He asked them. They told him, Lord, come and see. Then Jesus wept. The people who were standing nearby said, see how much he loved him. But some said, this man healed a blind man. Couldn't he have kept Lazarus from dying? Father God, in the name of Jesus, we thank you, we honor you, we love you, we magnify your name. We ask right now, Lord, that you bless us to hear what you want us to hear, say what you want us to say, and do what you want us to do. In Jesus' name, amen. Just for a subject, I want to put this down because I think it's fitting. The day the earth stood still. The day the earth stood still. And I took that title because I am such a science fiction aficionado. I love science fiction and what it offers. But this was something, a picture that was made back in the early to mid 50s. And I remember watching that black and white film and the eerie sound that it made and how this UFO landed and how this guy got out and then this 8 or 9 foot robot took over once this man was shot. And everybody watched because this was an event that they hadn't seen before. I also remember reading when I was a young lad, December 7th, 1941, the attack on Pearl Harbor, and how the world had stood still because it was an event we hadn't seen before. I remember April 4th, 1968 in Memphis, when Dr. King was shot, killed. There were a lot of assassinations going on. Kennedy was earlier, a few years, but it was an event they hadn't seen before. Then I fast forward even in my lifetime in the 80s, around 86, where the Challenger space shuttle went up and there was a teacher, Krista McAuliffe, that was on there, and the shuttle was going so high and we knew that she was going to be the first teacher to reach space and to reach the sky, but before she could get there, it exploded and the world watched. It was an event we hadn't seen before. Then I remember when I was stationed at I was in South, I believe, not Port Benning. I was stationed for, and my mind is I'm losing my memory right now. But September 11th, I had just left the Pentagon, and I was en route to my next assignment out at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, and I was in my classroom, and I watched as one of those planes hit a building. And then as we were trying to collect ourselves, the second plane hit. And then as we watched, and my class stopped, and it was military classes, and we were all standing there, and I watched as the buildings collapsed. It was an event we hadn't seen before. And then just last week, after coming off of what we felt was a wonderful fasting and praying, 21-day fast, and closing out with a wonderful ceremony, only to hear that Kobe Bryant, at 41 years old, and his daughter, who was 13, and 7 others had perished in a helicopter crash. I say all of that because there are events in our lives, and there are more personal events that have happened to you that have simply taken your breath away. And I asked a question. I was wondering why we feel the way we feel. And just as we are looking, whether you're here or whether you're online watching, how many of you in here have lost a loved one just by a show of hands that has taken your breath away? Because there are times when we lose someone and it's expected. You kind of mourn and watch them go. And then there are times where things happen and you see it. But then there are times where life catches you off guard. Such one of those events happened. I say that, and I think as I'm just speaking for myself, I was trying to really take in what happened. And as I was trying to take that in my own way, Pastor Carolyn, my wife, was walking in a fog. And it was because of a culmination of things that had transpired where they all add up. How many of you have had issues where one thing after another, and it seems like trouble adds up? Instead of subtracts or divides, it just adds up. One on top of the other, on top of the other, to the point where it looked like a stack of plates unevenly stacked. And all it takes is just one more, and the whole stack falls over. It was that. It was that event. It was that time. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you, because this isn't the first time that we saw something like this. But there are events that we remember because of how we are connected. Such was the case when Jesus was connected to Mary, who lost her brother Lazarus. And I read a different version, and I wanted to make sure that you understood the version that I read, because what I read in John 11:31 is that Mary was leaving her room, her house, and the people around her didn't know why she was leaving. They thought she was leaving just to go to the grave site. But in her mind, she was leaving because she knew he was there. Who is the he? Somebody say Jesus. Do you know Jesus can be right in the middle of your dead thing? Come on, Pastor. Jesus can show up. And when he does, the questions all of a sudden begin to well up and flood. The whys and the why nows and the why thems and the why this and the why that. Why? It was worse when you heard his daughter was with him. And then to hear that there was a family, father, mother, and a young child, all gone. To the point where my daughter asked the question, why would God allow this thing to happen? Anybody ever asked a question like that to God? And why would you do this now? Why would you allow for this to happen now? Why this? Anybody ever been there with why? And you have to take a breath. Because when he answers, will you hear? The Word of God teaches us. He said in the last days, perilous times will come. The Word of God also teaches us that the actions of man is tied to his thoughts. And so one action can have a reaction or a counteraction. This pilot, I believe, was trying to do the right thing, trying to appease his customer, trying to work things out, trying to get them there. And I'm speaking as a person who flies often. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'll be in the air headed to North Carolina and relying on the pilot. It's something where we rely on others to get us where we need to go. But sometimes a decision made is wrong. I want to leave you this quote that I saw that I thought was fitting. The first quote comes out of Revelations 14 and 13. And it says this, and I heard a voice from heaven saying, "Write, blessed are the dead who die in the Lord from now on. Yes, says the Spirit, so that they may rest from their labors, for their deeds follow with them." For their deeds follow with them. Then there's another quote. Your time is limited, so don't waste it. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by the dogma which is living with the results of some other people's thinking. If we're going to live out the calling that God has on our lives. Somebody say, no matter what.
No matter what.
Somebody else say, no matter what.
No matter what.
Sometimes we get trapped in other people's opinion about how we should live, instead of released and removed in how God is telling us to live. I was sad when I heard how Kobe died, but I was excited to know how he lived. How he lived. I was deeply touched and saddened by the passing of his daughter. But I was deeply touched and honored in understanding how much he loved her and what he would do to get to her. I heard it was said that he was traveling by helicopter quite often. Heard a reason, several reasons was because of the family. The other reason, I believe, was because of an illness, his back, an injury, where he couldn't stay in a car over a long period of time. So he sacrificed earlier income to get something that will not only get him there, but also allow him to have enough time to spend time with his family. I asked this question: what sacrifices are you making in order for you to spend more time with those whom you love? The day after I heard this event happen, and it was a Sunday, and on Monday I went about doing my regular thing. I got up early in the morning, and when I got there were a few folks that were there, and you know how you can tell where everybody's in a fog? We were all in a fog. And for a moment, I could not understand why, and I began to weep at that time. And I saw somebody else on the weights, and they were crying, but you could see it. And a young lady was on the elliptical, and you could see the tears welling up. You could just kind of see that, and I asked the question why, and it goes back to the connection. Now, granted, I did not have an opportunity to meet him being Kobe. I did not have an opportunity to share with him like the NBA players or his family. I did not know him. So why would I weep? according to the Word of God says, mourn with them that mourn. But not only that, as you mourn, hope with them that hope. And so I found myself mourning with those that were mourning and then hoping with those that were hoping. And I found my wife, she was in a fog, and I said that. Interestingly enough, for those of you that don't know, my oldest son, Matthew, who's not here today, and I asked him to come, but his work prevented him from coming, looks almost like Kobe. I don't know if you've seen him, but he does. He favors him. He's, that long. We said he favors the ball-headed Kobe, which I believe I can tell what my wife was thinking upon conception. It's one of those things. But I say all of that because in San Antonio, when we were stationed there, my kids and I had an opportunity to meet him. They were playing the San Antonio Spurs, and my kids got floor seats. So they're on the floor sitting there, and Matthew is sitting next to, now mind you, Kobe Bryant. I wasn't paying too much attention to Kobe because I was a Spurs fan. And I think somebody said that you either was with him or you weren't. If he was playing one of your favorite teams, you were not wanting him to score a lot. And I remember that him sitting there and my youngest son Travis said, Dad, he was taking pictures. I believe he had a bunch of pictures. But the interesting thing is, as he was taking pictures, Kobe was posing while Matthew was taking pictures. I didn't see that. My youngest son saw that, and and Matthew had those pictures in his phone. And I remember when this happened, and when my wife and I were in the car with other people, and the first call she got was from Matthew. It was one of those things. And she looked and she said that he's calm. He's calm. I say that because I have to remind you that Mary trusted Jesus enough that no matter how sick Lazarus was, she knew that if he is there or in earshot, everything is going to be all right. Ask yourself this question. What do you do when everything is not all right? What do you do? Where do you go when everything is not all right? I reminded myself of that game prior to that where there was a soldier and his family that were there. And during the game, before the game started, they had a basketball such as what I have. And the soldier was standing there. He was an injured soldier. And his wife was standing next to him. This soldier has sustained burns over 70% of his body. And Tim Duncan walked out there to hand him the game ball. But when he put the ball out in front of the soldier, before he noticed, the soldier had no hands. He had no hands. And as Tim Duncan was standing there with the ball extended, his young son reached up and said, I'll be your hands. Daddy, I'll be your hands. When situations like what we experience happen, you need someone to be your hands. Because there are some things that you just can't do at that moment, and you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. You have to allow yourself to grieve. You have to allow yourself to hurt. There is no vulnerability in Jesus. So why on earth would he cry? I had to ask myself question after question after question. Why would he do that? He had to be Mary's hands at the time. And when her tears stopped, his started. God knows how to go the extra when you have no extra in your life. When you have done all that you can do, when you have thought all that you can think, and when you have cried all that you can cry, he still has enough to take you on. And only Jesus, somebody say only Jesus, can carry you through this. I asked the question of the panelists, why would the world be so impacted by what happened? Because we can relate. The world has been impacted because, like so many who have come and gone before, he didn't finish in our minds what we believe he has started. And then we find out just how powerless we are. We don't control the air we breathe. We don't get to control the world we live in. But God is able to keep us from falling apart. Shortest scripture in the Bible, Jesus wept. But the most powerful scripture is because he wept, because he is the extension of our hurt. Mourn with them that mourn. Hope with them that hope. I asked you, wow, life may be good for you, and it may be a sunshine over your life. Remember and know this, that somewhere there's a cloud over someone else's. Whether they're distant or close, God specializes in the connection. You have to ask yourself this question. If there's sunshine in my life, who has God connected me to that's going through a storm? So that I can be light in their dark place. Stand on your feet. Stand